who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. And the Gators will kick this deep to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spot. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Trying to find some room. It's Jones. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep on the very first play. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete. Both teams sort of swallowing in the early going what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They try to sneak it for the first. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on
blitz and a quick sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
We got it. The field goal's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He's running out of time here. That one's incomplete. An interesting force down call, but it doesn't work.
Good job by this quarterback recognizing not just the blitz, but seeing the man coverage, able to put that right on the money to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? He's back to throw again on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He has first down yardage at the 46.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes off in a bootleg. He bought some time, now lets him go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got it in the open. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. It's a toss play to the right. Look out, room to run here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but yet nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And it's a direct snap. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Toss play to the running back going left. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Ashley. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it with room to run. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Snags the quick throw. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. He'll hand it off. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He's got room to run. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
On first down, it's play action. Contact as he threw it. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the toss play, runner moving left. He gets loose. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards. And the Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Jones. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll run it from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on the screen. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Lights off a defender. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. One more play before they head to the locker room. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. The DB's backing off from the line now. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And that'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. A They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That gain sets up a third down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. Makes the catch downfield. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Florida, to put them on top now.
Boy, the timing here is essential between a quarterback and a receiver. You've got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
BAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Makes the grab. It's Ashley. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Split backfield here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Etienne. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll drop back back here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Bites off a defender. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first-and-goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Worthy. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. On the move now. Breaks free. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10.
Let's go.
It's an out route. The catch made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Take a break. Take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw testing the middle. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Sure hands. It's ETN. The ball is loose. Ball scooped up in the defense. Breaks into the clear.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Here's the second down play. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's ETN. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are, picking up a first.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now.
221 wing, 221 wing, 22, 10.
Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Breaks an open space. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Gators will line up on 1st and 10. Working clock with the ground game. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Send the back in motion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Florida.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Important third down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Completion, that's about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now, 2nd down with the clock ticking. Looking for a receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. And the Canes come to the line to run the hurry-up. Play action here on 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw it again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Close to the tight end. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Florida.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And here's the handoff. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner will be brought down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap, bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Little first down trickery doesn't work that time.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. They'll run it to the right side. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. Now, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're
just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.